Alright everyone, Pola here, we've all been there. You're working on a super important project, maybe editing a video, and BAM! Blue screen of death. You restart your computer hoping for the best, but it's just a black void staring back at you. Your hard drive is toast. Years of photos, videos, important documents, gone. It's enough to make you cry. But hold on, don't panic just yet, because today, we're going to talk about how to make sure that never happens to you. We're diving deep into the world of backups, and I'm not just talking about dragging and dropping a few files onto a USB stick. We're talking full-blown bulletproof strategies to protect your precious data from crashes, failures, and even those oh shoot moments when you accidentally delete something important. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's make sure your data is safer than Fort Knox. First up, let's talk about the built-in backup solution in Windows 11. It's called Backup and Restore, and honestly, it's gotten a bit of a bad rap over the years. Is it perfect? No, but it can be a decent starting point, especially if you're on a budget. To find it, just search for Backup and Restore in your Start menu. Once you're there, you'll see an option to create a system image. Now this is the important part. A system image is like a snapshot of your entire computer, operating system, settings, applications, the whole shebang. Creating a system image is crucial because if your hard drive goes kaput, you can use this image to restore your computer to exactly how it was when you made the backup. It's like turning back time. Now, Windows will ask you where you want to save this image. You can use a USB drive, burn it to a DVD if you're feeling retro, or even save it to a network location. I highly recommend using an external drive that's big enough to hold your entire system. Trust me, you don't want to run out of space mid-backup. Now, here's the thing about Windows backup. It can be a little finicky. Sometimes it works flawlessly, other times it throws a tantrum and refuses to cooperate. That's why it's important to test your backups regularly. Make sure you can actually restore your system from the image you created. The last thing you want is to be in a panic situation only to find out your backup is corrupted or doesn't work. Overall, Windows Backup is a decent option for basic protection, but it's not the most robust or reliable solution out there. If you're serious about data security, you'll want to consider some of the other options we'll be talking about today. Next up, let's talk about the cloud. Specifically, cloud storage services like Backblaze and iDrive. These services have become incredibly popular in recent years, and for good reason. They're easy to use, relatively affordable, and offer a convenient way to back up your data to a remote server. Now, both Backblaze and iDrive have free and paid plans. The free plans are great for dipping your toes into the cloud backup waters, but they usually come with limited storage space and features. If you're serious about protecting your data, I highly recommend going with a paid plan. Backblaze is known for its unlimited storage. That's right, you can back up as much data as you want for a flat monthly fee. They also offer decent speeds and a user-friendly interface. iDrive, on the other hand, is a bit pricier, but they offer some additional features like physical drive shipping for faster restores and more robust security options. The beauty of cloud storage is that it protects you from more than just hard drive failures. What if your house burns down, or your laptop gets stolen? With your data safely stored in the cloud, you can breathe easy knowing it's accessible from anywhere with an internet connection. However, there are a few things to keep in mind with cloud storage. First, your upload and download speeds will depend on your internet connection. If you have a slow connection, backing up and restoring large amounts of data can take a while. Second, you're essentially trusting a third-party company with your data. Make sure you choose a reputable provider with strong security measures in place. Read their privacy policies and make sure you're comfortable with how they handle your data. Overall, cloud storage is a fantastic option for most people. It's convenient, affordable, and offers peace of mind knowing your data is safe no matter what disaster strikes. Chapter 3. Okay, now let's talk about something a little more hardcore. Encrypted external drives. This is where things get serious in terms of security. We're talking about locking your data down tight, so tight that even if someone stole your drive, they wouldn't be able to access your files without the encryption key. Now, Windows has a built-in encryption tool called BitLocker. It's actually pretty good. You can use it to encrypt your entire drive or just specific partitions. Once you've encrypted a drive with BitLocker, you'll need to enter a password or use a special USB key to unlock it. When it comes to choosing an external drive for encryption, you can't go wrong with brands like Samsung, Western Digital, or Seagate. They offer a wide range of drives with different storage capacities and speeds. Just make sure the drive you choose is compatible with BitLocker. Now, the beauty of encrypted drives is that they offer an extra layer of protection on top of your other backup methods. Let's say you're using cloud storage, but you also have some sensitive files that you want to keep extra secure. You can copy those files to an encrypted external drive, and rest assured, knowing that even if someone gained access to your cloud account, they still wouldn't be able to access those files without the encryption key. The downside to encrypted drives is that they can be a bit of a hassle to use. You need to remember your password or keep track of your USB key, and if you forget either of those, you're out of luck. Your data will be as good as gone. But for those who prioritize security above all else, encrypted external drives are an excellent option. They provide peace of mind knowing that your data is locked down tight, even in the worst-case scenario. Chapter 4. Alright, let's move on to something a little more advanced. Third-party backup software. Now I know what you're thinking. Linus, why do I need third-party software when Windows already has a backup tool? Well, while the built-in Windows backup tool is okay for basic backups, third-party software like Acronis True Image takes things to a whole new level. We're talking about advanced features, faster speeds, and more customization options than you can shake a stick at. One of the coolest things about Acronis is its ability to create incremental backups. This means that instead of backing up your entire system every time, it only backs up the files that have changed since the last backup. This saves you a ton of time and storage space. Acronis also offers features like active disk cloning, which lets you create an exact copy of your hard drive while you're still using it. This is super handy if you're upgrading to a new hard drive or SSD and want to transfer your entire system without having to reinstall everything. And if that's not enough, Acronis also includes ransomware protection. That's right, it can actually detect and stop ransomware attacks in real time, preventing your files from being held hostage by cyber criminals. Now, the downside to third-party software is that it usually comes with a price tag, but trust me, the peace of mind and advanced features are worth every penny, especially if you're dealing with sensitive data or rely on your computer for work or creative projects. Chapter 5. And finally we come to the big leagues. Network Attached Storage, or NAS for short. Now, NAS devices are basically personal servers that you can use to store and access your data from anywhere on your home or office network. They're like having your own private cloud but with even more power and flexibility. NAS devices come in all shapes and sizes, from small 2-bay units designed for home use to massive enterprise-grade systems that can hold petabytes of data. One of the biggest advantages of using a NAS for backups is redundancy. Most NAS devices come with multiple hard drive bays, and you can configure them in a RAID array. RAID stands for Redundant Array of Independent Disks, and it basically means that your data is mirrored across multiple drives, so even if one drive fails, your data is still safe and sound. Plus, many NAS devices offer built-in backup software and can even be configured to automatically back up your computers and other devices on your network. Now, NAS devices can be a bit more complex to set up and manage than some of the other options we've talked about today. But if you're serious about data security and want the ultimate in flexibility and control, a NAS is definitely worth considering. Plus, many NAS devices offer a ton of other cool features like media streaming, file sharing, and even the ability to run your own personal cloud storage service. It's like having your own mini data center right in your home or office. So there you have it, folks. 5 different ways to back up your data and protect yourself from digital disaster. Remember, it's not a matter of if your hard drive will fail, it's a matter of when. Don't be that person who loses years of precious photos, videos, and documents because they didn't take the time to back up their data. Choose the method that works best for you, set it up, and then sleep soundly at night knowing that your data is safe and sound. Now I want to hear from you. Which backup method are you using? Have you ever experienced a data loss nightmare? Share your stories and tips in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tech tips and tricks. If you've implemented any method, write in the comments. My data is safe. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to provide you with unbeatable protection.